The most infuriating moments where NBA referees ruined the game. Let's dive right in with number 20. Keep an eye on Jason Tatum here. This technical foul is completely bogus. It's just ridiculous. And if you thought that was bad, wait until you see number 19. Anthony Edwards gave us one of the nastiest dunks ever, only for the refs to ruin it. Edwards cut to the basket, ready to throw it down, but the refs called an offensive foul. Can you believe that? His knees were practically above his head. But what Giannis did at number 18 should be outright illegal. Giannis drove to the basket and scored. But guess what? He stepped out of bounds. The game should have gone into overtime. Now, let's talk about Damian Lillard at number 17. Dame was ready to throw fists with the ref. With Portland down by 2, Lillard drove to the basket, and it should have been a goaltend. No call. Dame was livid, and rightly so. Even the Jazz players knew it was a missed call. No wonder Dame has issues with the Zebras. At number 16, we have Jordan Poole. All he did was pass the ball to a referee, and they called a foul on him. It's one thing to caution a player for throwing the ball at an official, but a foul for a simple pass? That's just absurd. Next up at number 15, we've got Scott Foster doing whatever he wants. During a game, Scotty Barnes was hit with a technical foul and ejected without even knowing why. The refs just decided to kick him out. After the game, a baffled Barnes said, "I was just saying something to myself, and he threw me out of the game." Imagine getting ejected for talking to yourself. Absolutely baffling. But number 14 is even crazier. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got a 3-point play opportunity, but Don got a technical foul for being mean to his teammate. Seriously, someone put Don in timeout. Number 13 is just as unbelievable. Blake Griffin and Reggie Evans high-fived, and the refs called a technical foul. Blake passes to Evans, who gets fouled, and then they high-five, resulting in a technical. How do you explain that? And it doesn't stop there. Remember Joey Crawford? In 2007, the NBA finally had enough of his antics. He once called a foul on Marcus Camby for a non-existent infraction against Steve Nash. Camby was nowhere near Nash, yet got penalized. But Crawford took things to a whole new level when he ejected Tim Duncan for laughing on the bench. Yep, you heard that right. He tossed Duncan out for chuckling. The then-commissioner David Stern finally had to step in and ban Crawford. Honestly, they should have done it way sooner. And now, the grand finale. Tim Donaghy, the ref who ruined the NBA's reputation. Known for his gambling addiction, Donaghy started betting on NBA games in 2003, often ones he officiated. By 2007, he'd bet on over 100 games. The FBI got a tip and launched an investigation, leading to Donaghy pleading guilty to fixing games. He was sentenced to 15 months in prison, his career in shambles, and his wife leaving him. Despite this, he tried to profit from his story with a Netflix documentary. Zero shame, right? At number 12, we enter a different realm of absurdity. In a Cavs versus Hornets game, the refs gave Dean Wade a technical foul for interfering with Terry Rozier during a dead ball. Ed Davis barely touched a player, yet the Hornets got 3 points. A dumb call is one thing, but reviewing it and sticking with it, that's a crime. And now, number 11. This wasn't just a random technical. It cost LeBron James a game. With 4.1 seconds left, LeBron drove to the basket, clearly fouled. But the ref standing right there didn't call it. Not even Patrick Beverley's camera trick could convince them. The Celtics took the win in OT, and Jason Tatum's post-game comment was priceless. "I don't know what happened. I need to watch the film. Biggest cap ever." Number 10. When the Rockets faced the Warriors and the game was tied, Kevin Durant got away with stepping out of bounds. Durant saved the ball outside, passed it to Curry, and the play continued. How did the refs miss that? He was tap dancing out of bounds, but James Harden made sure the ref's blunder didn't cost his team. With seconds ticking down, Harden nailed a three-pointer, securing the win for the Rockets. But it gets worse. At number 9, the refs changed the outcome of the 2010 NBA Finals. In Game 2 between the Lakers and Celtics, with 2 minutes left and Celtics ahead 93-90, a crucial out-of-bounds call was botched. The refs reviewed the play from every angle, but still got it wrong. Eenie, Meenie, and Mo couldn't make the right call, leaving fans and players furious. Number 8 takes us to the 2018 playoffs. The Jazz faced the Thunder in a do-or-die Game 6. The refs made several ridiculous calls, including awarding Paul George 3 free throws on a non-existent foul, then reversing it. Later, with 24 seconds left and OKC down by 3, the refs missed a clear foul on a three-point attempt. Even the Utah coach knew it was a foul. And now, number 7. During the 2023 regular season, the Warriors and Mavs game had a bizarre moment. After a timeout, the refs awarded the ball to the Warriors instead of the Mavs. The Mavs, confused, didn't defend, and the Warriors scored easily. Dallas ended up losing by 2 points, all because of the refs' mistake. Number 6, after a controversial game, you'd expect the refs to get fined. Right? Wrong. Instead, Luka Doncic got slapped with a $35,000 fine for making a gesture. Things were getting wild, and Mark Cuban wasn't having it. He even filed for the game to be replayed. Now that's some serious drama. Number 5 is a throwback to 2002, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference first round between the Hornets and the Magic. With seconds left, one player hit the greatest shot of his career. But wait. The refs waved it off at the buzzer. Bernie Fryer said no, and the Hornets eventually won in overtime. But that call was a heartbreaker. At number 4, we have Rasheed Wallace, the player with the most ejections in NBA history. In high school, Rasheed only got 1 technical, but that changed in the NBA. During the 2000 Western Conference Finals against the Lakers, Wallace picked up a technical for talking smack to the ref. He then got ejected for staring at the ref. The ref felt intimidated and booted him. Talk about overreacting. Number 3 takes us to the 2018 Western Conference Finals, where the Rockets faced the Warriors in a heated Game 7. The refs missed 9 crucial calls, helping the Warriors clinch a spot in the NBA Finals. James Harden and the Rockets were swarmed, and the refs seemed to be on Golden State's side, missing fouls and making questionable calls. It was a mess. We've got Joey Crawford. In 2007, the NBA had enough of his antics. Imagine calling a foul on a player who wasn't even near the action. Crawford once called a foul on Marcus Camby for a non-existent infraction against Steve Nash. Camby was nowhere near Nash, yet got penalized. But Crawford took things to a whole new level when he ejected Tim Duncan for laughing on the bench. Yep, you heard that right. He tossed Duncan out for chuckling. The then commissioner, David Stern, finally had to step in and ban Crawford. Honestly, they should have done it way sooner. Now, on to number 2. The most rigged game in NBA history. Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals, Lakers versus Kings. By the end of the third quarter, it was all tied up. But in the fourth quarter, things got sketchy. The Lakers shot 27 free throws in that quarter alone, more than their average for an entire game in the series. Meanwhile, the Kings only had 9 attempts. The disparity was insane, and it clearly favored the Lakers, helping them secure the win. And now, the grand finale, Tim Donaghy, the ref who ruined the NBA's reputation. Known for his gambling addiction, Donaghy started betting on NBA games in 2003, often ones he officiated. By 2007, he'd bet on over 100 games. The FBI got a tip and launched an investigation. leading to Donaghy pleading guilty to fixing games. He was sentenced to 15 months in prison, his career in shambles, and his wife leaving him. Despite this, he tried to profit from his story with a Netflix documentary. Zero shame, right? Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section.